I've received a Word document and I want to actually make some changes, not just comments. So track changes is a way for Word to document every single change I make. And if other people make changes, their changes will also show up in a different color. It will also list their name, so it's very clear who's making the change, even if they're changing the exact same information. So track changes has to be turned on. And so to turn on track changes, you go to the Review tab. It's right here in the middle. And track changes, just you select track changes. Now, normally if I delete a line or a word, let me just delete this word. I don't think we have to talk about the mean. Well, normally it would just disappear, but with track changes, you're going to see something a little bit different. Depending upon your display, you're going to maybe see a line going through the line, the word you just deleted, as well as a little gray marker in the line where the change occurred. And if I hover over this line, you're going to see my name and time, and it reiterating the fact that I deleted this word. If I add a word, I'm going to just add a whole sentence. A whole new sentence. Well, you can see it's using the same color. This time it's underlining it to make it clear that, well, this is a change, and it's marking it in the margin that it is a change. Now I'm just going to do some formatting. Well, let's say I want to just bold final. Well, I get a little balloon showing up that I bolded this. And let's do another change. I'm going to move some information around. I'm just going to take this information here, and I'm just going to drag it and place it in front of the previous paragraph. Well, that has given yet another color. And because I effectively deleted information, if I did it with a cut, it would have shown up as a delete. But I did it a little bit quicker by dragging it and inserting it somewhere else. It has done something very, very different. It's got double underscores underneath it. So that's all happening. Now, that's because the display mode I'm in is called All Markup. So on the Reviewing tab, it tells me All Markup. It is possible your document could be in one of 4 displays. Simple Markup is another very common one that you might actually see. Difference between simple and all is I don't really see the change. I just see indications of where the change was. And instead of light gray, it's bright red to kind of help me figure out where the change is. Now, interestingly enough, if I click directly on that little indicator, I go to All Markup. It's a fast way of switching between the two. So if I want to just basically see the document as if I had actually applied the change, I can go to Simple Markup. I still know where the changes are. And if I want to see the actual change, I can click that little indicator to display it. And there's 2 other displays. No Markup is not going to show you any indicator, but it will show you as if I made the changes. But there's also a Original. Original is what it was before I started changing it. So you might want to switch between these. Probably don't want to leave it on Original. Usually people leave it on All or Simple, and they're only in No Markup temporarily, maybe for printing. I'm going to turn it back to All Markup. Now, just to make it a little bit more interesting, Show Markup has lots of options that could be turned on or off. If you don't want to deal with insertions and deletions, you can turn those off. I'm still seeing the formatting changes that I made. And if I don't want to see the formatting changes, I could turn those off. Now I'm just seeing the other kinds of changes that I made. So again, you can mix and match this. If this is saved with the document, this is what you're going to be seeing. And if I go to balloons, the changes can display differently. So if I say show all revisions in line, now there's nothing that appears off to the side. Even the formatting change is here. When I hover over it, I see the actual change, just like an insertion and deletion. So you may have a preferred way in which you like to see your track changes. One big, huge suggestion I have, this is a personal thing that would only affect you, put the track change status on your status bar. This is a great, quick indicator of telling you whether track changes is on or off without actually having to go to the Review tab to check it. So down here on the status bar, down where your page numbers are, you can right-click, and in the middle, you're going to see Track Changes. And right now, Track Changes is on. I can actually click it off by just clicking directly on it. So it's a great way of just eyeballing. This would not travel with the document. This has to be done on a person-by-person basis. Now, another tool that you can use with track changes is the reviewing pane. So the reviewing pane is in the tracking group. And so with the reviewing pane, I have all the changes listed. And it's kind of like got links to it. If I just click on one of these, let me go to this one, it brings me to where the change is. If I click on this one, it brings me to where that change is. This is a great way of just condensing it all, big long document, just show me the changes in one spot. Now, one more option I want to talk about with track changes. Let's say that this is a document that's stored on the network drive. And someone goes in and turns off track changes, and now somebody's making some changes, and, well, it's not being tracked. You come in and you're like, you didn't put your changes in. Yes, I did. Well, somehow track changes got turned off before they got in there. They didn't happen to notice, and you get the idea. Well, you can make track changes a little harder to turn off. Actually, a lot harder to turn off. I am going to turn it back on, though, with the lock tracking option. If you want to make it really hard, put in a password. That would require 3 steps. It would require the password, it would require unlock tracking, and then turn off track changes. That would be very difficult to just accidentally do. If you don't put a password, it's still going to be 2 steps, and it still isn't going to accidentally be turned off. I'm going to make it really hard. Put in a password. Now, it is case sensitive, so you want to be careful and let somebody else know. So now I am changing, track changes on. If I click on the track changes down below, which normally turns it off, it's not registering. If I look up on the Review tab, it seems to be grayed out, but if I click on it, I can get into lock tracking, but because there's a password, I have to know the password. Of course, I don't know the password. I can't unlock it. If I am the keeper of the password, I can type in the password. However, track changes is still on. I still have to one more click to turn it off. So there are a lot of options with track changes, but it can really help you in your collaboration.
We hope this video helped. Make sure to click the thumbs up and click the subscribe button right here. And click the link above to check out our Limelight classes, a free virtual live training. See you in the next video.